Hello class, my name is Willie and today me and my team will be doing a presentation on cloud computing. My team consists of Angeline, Bishwo, Thomas, and myself. For today's agenda, we're going to go over what is a cloud, what is cloud computing, why use cloud computing architecture, examples of cloud computing, basic concepts, deployment models, advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing, and how to sign up for AWS, Amazon Web Services. Introduction. So before cloud, you would store your files and install costly applications on your own limited hard disk capacity. Now you can access your files from anywhere you want as long as there's internet. So I know you guys remember before the cloud, whenever you're working on like a document or something like that, and you want to save it and use it later, what you usually do is just plug in your little flash drive, save it onto there, and then plug your flash drive in wherever else you want to work on it at. Well, now, for example, you can use Google Docs or Google Slide, and I can work on it and close my computer, and my teammates will see updates real time, and I can just come back later and work on my document. I don't have to keep using new devices or flash drives and stuff like that. So, cloud computing has helped our economy in multiple ways through the global pandemic by allowing people to work from virtually anywhere, individually or as a team. Through this pandemic right here, man, a lot of people have been forced to work from home. And just imagine if we weren't able to use cloud computing, we would probably we wouldn't make it that far. But now that we have cloud computing, we thrive actually in these type of situations. I know for school, for example, everything could be done literally from at home. And when you want to work on documents and stuff like that and do teamwork, we got the cloud, and it's been working out for us. And I think we're going to see a lot more changes like that in the near future. What is a cloud? Cloud is something that allows you to access internet-related things through multiple devices at any location whenever you want. Like I said, I could be on my tablet, my computer, my phone, and whatever else, a desktop, all working on the same document if I want, and get a real time. Or I can be working on my phone. My teammates can be working on their computers, and I can make updates on my phone, and they'll be able to see it real time, which is pretty cool. Emails such as Gmail and stuff like that, web conferencing, which we're using now, and CRM all run on the cloud. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is manipulating, configuring, and accessing the applications online. Delivery of computing services such as servers, storage, databases, networking, software, and analytics. It consists of hardware and software resources made available on the internet as they are managed by third-party services. Its services typically provide access to advanced software applications and high-end networks of server computers. What they mean by managed by third-party services is pretty much like Google Docs is third-party service. Google Cloud Platform is another third-party service. There's a bunch of other third-party services that help out with cloud computing. The benefits of cloud computing, or why use it. It down cost, and which it does in a way, but over time it can be kind of costly when you got to pay for storage. And later on, my teammates will go over that. Business continuity, and that is a big one. Backup and recovery, because operations really didn't have to stop too much. I mean, if you work in a business where you're turning in documents and completing a lot of documents and stuff like that, or doing work online, even in the office, you can do all that from home, man. You can set up your whole workstation from home and keep it going. I work at Pixar where they make movies, and I mean, cloud computing has helped them out. They're able to do all that and work on the movies from the comfort of their home. Accessibility, like I just said, you can access it anywhere. Productivity, scalability, access to automatic updates, and pay structure. Productivity, I do feel like it does boost it, because for those who are working in an office for a long time and they don't have kids and stuff running around, man, they can just work from home in this real chill, quiet environment. For those who do have kids, it's probably not as productive, but hey, we get to it, huh? At least we can do it from wherever we want. Put the kids in another room or something. You can work on your homework in another room. Cloud computing architecture. As you can see here, we have some servers, infrastructure, the application phase. You can see that as a computer with a little desktop thing next to it. We have storage there. So pretty much all of these computers and tablets and phones are all accessing the cloud, and they're all able to pull information from there, which is pretty cool, pretty self-explanatory. And now I'll pass over to my teammate for example of cloud computing. Thank you.
So examples of cloud computing include Salesforce, DigitalOcean, Amazon Web Service, Dropbox, ISYS Analytics, ForcePoint, and obviously there are more. Um, So the basic concept of cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources on the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. This is great if you still want to run an app, but you don't want to own and maintain physical data centers and servers, which can be costly. So cloud working models of cloud computing include deployment models and service models. Deployment models define the type of access to the cloud, while service models are the reference models on which the cloud computing is based. There are four different types of deployment models. First is private cloud, public cloud, multi-cloud, or community cloud, and hybrid clouds. So a private cloud is a computing service offered over the internet or private internal network with select users instead of the general public. Um, You would choose to use the private cloud if your business is your data and your applications. So you want more control and security. Your business is a part of an industry that must conform to strict security and data privacy issues. And your company is large enough that you have the economies of scale to run a next generation cloud data center efficiently and effectively. Um, or you can use a public cloud, and these are resources that are available to the public via the internet, and you would use a public cloud rather than a private one if um, your standardized workload for applications is used by lots of people. So like email, you need to test and develop application codes, or you have software as a service applications from a vendor who has a well-implemented security strategy. You're doing collaborative projects, or you can use a hybrid cloud, which is a solution that combines both private and public cloud services with proprietary software enabling communications between each distinct service. So this would be great for those who want the security of a private cloud, but still also want to use the public cloud resources. However, some drawbacks with the hybrid cloud include data transfer bottlenecks, compatibility issues, and control. But it's really flexible. Globalization is huge too, so it can always expand, and disaster recovery is one of their advantages. The next deployment model is the community cloud, which is a collaborative effort in which infrastructure is shared between organizations from a specific community with common concerns. This is great if you want to work with other companies. Um, the community cloud offers this platform, and it's also great if you're working with multiple clients. Um, all the data is shared on the platform, but that's also a drawback. It's also not one size fits all, and shared storage and bandwidth becomes an issue when the server gets heavy. The pros are it's super flexible and scalable, it's convenient, and you have lots of control, and it's quite secure.
Hello guys, my name is Biswa Vasnet and I'm doing my part on cloud computing for the group presentation. So I have the beginning slide that is the service model. So cloud computing can be offered as three packages: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So infrastructure as a service, as far as we know it, the examples are StackScale, VMware, Azure, and these are for network architect and IT administrators. So similarly, platform as service is for software developers, and the apps that are most popular are OpenShift, Flame, and software as a service is the most common one, and it's used by the end users like us. And the examples are Gmail, Office 365, etc. So I have the whole figure for you, which you can study and find out like how the system runs and how the packages are offered to different customers and the business organizations. I'll have to move to my third slide for the moment. So here I go in detail about infrastructure as a service. So it is a cloud company offering where the company and the organization uses the infrastructure like servers, storage, networking, and is provided by the vendor. The company has its own applications and platforms. So they are just using the infrastructure of the third company and paying some rent for it, okay? So it's cost effective as it's available on demand, so you don't need to set up any permanent equipment. Data storage can be adjusted as per necessity, so it is highly scalable. Data is on the cloud and it is reliable, okay? Platform as a service. It supplies a cloud environment suitable for development, management, and delivery of applications. Like I said, it's used by programmers. And the example was like Azure and all. So going into its features, it eases the development process by taking care of infrastructures. It manages security, operating systems, server software, and backups. So that's a pretty good facility provided by the cloud computing company. And it facilitates collaborative work for remote workers, so it is highly effective in the time of COVID. Software as a service. So this model allows use of software application as a service to end users like us. Users do not install applications on their local devices. So this service is provided based on subscription model. Subscription model is very popular among all the people. Data is secure in the cloud and there is no loss of data in case of equipment failure like loss of voltage, loss of electricity. So breakdown of MCB, these things are not going to affect the software as a service facility since it's stored on the server of a vendor. And services can be increased as per necessity. Once again, it's highly scalable. So these are the some of the service model of cloud computing, and these services are catered to different people or based on different needs. So that's all I've got for you. Thank you. Done.